Meta was a mega beat. META, it's one that Pete has proudly owned since the IPO and held it. I have traded in and out of this one. I don't know if your performance has beat me, Pete, but I know that during certain periods, you have record outperformance, and this might be one of them, except that I talked about yesterday on our inner circle. I talked about the unusual buying of upside calls, both at the 230 strike, 235 strike, 240 strike in Meta, and look at where it is today.
Yep. Absolute monster, John, the stock. And I don't think it's done. And here's why. Okay. So their free cash flow is $15 billion. That doesn't seem like such a bad number. They absolutely crushed every number that was in front of them, John. They still are bleeding to some degree with some of the things that are going on with Meta. But, you know, there's a lot of discipline going on. And what Zuckerberg has done has literally 20,000 jobs at least have already been released. There might be more. I'm not sure that they're done with that side of things, John. I still think there are things to go. But when you look at where it trades right now, John, with the free cash flow, with the balance sheet that they've got, and where it is from a PE perspective, this thing ain't done yet. And I think there's a lot more gas in the tank. Doesn't mean it's going to continue up next week or next whatever. But I think over time, when I look at it, it still trades way too cheap. They own the industry and they're grabbing more market share all the time. Keep an eye on Reels, keep an eye on Instagram, and of course, Facebook. There's a lot going on here, and Zuckerberg's done a magnificent job.
2 billion Reels per day, folks. That's per day, 2 billion with a B. Also, an appeals court basically upheld a dismissal of Meta's antitrust case. New York had foolishly gone after them for Instagram and WhatsApp acquisition deals, Pete.
Yeah.
You think the horses maybe left the barn on that one when it's 10 years in the past?
I was going to say, doesn't a decade kind of mean something? I mean, it took them a full decade to actually say, hey, we don't really like this deal. You know what? Maybe you guys should have been on your A game. So whatever.
And why would you waste the taxpayers' money in the state of New York trying to charge them in the first place after the fact, way after the fact, and then appealing it as well? New York, I'd love to be paying those taxes when they waste money like that. But the fact that this is a dismissal means that they're in the clear now, Pete. They've appealed it up as far as they can. They've lost at every turn.
Want more from Market Rebellion? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and learn more about options trading at marketrebellion.com.